Hi everyone, please note that I did upload a lesson plan template under Bill Seibert Campus Faculty. It's under the folder Remote Learning Lesson Plan Template. If you go to the Teams Bill Seibert Campus Faculty, all you do is click on the lesson plan template. That should bring you a most updated and current lesson plan that we need to be using. On here, you will see Team SISD Remote Learning Academy, Remote Learning Lesson Plan Online. You will see the different contents: math, science, social studies, reading, writing, just like you have now. The TEKS will be blank, students will, those are your I will, we will statements. For online learning, note it's all very much the same way. It's already plugged in for you. Go to Nearpod, okay? And then it'll have a link, or go through Clever, join the lesson plan. The teacher will send the code to all students. Also, please add your first and last name to complete all slides. Do not skip slides or activities. And that is the same for math, science, social studies, all content areas. Just note that on reading, I did include a 15 to 20 minute daily of Lexia login through Clever. So daily practice is important. Lexia is now offered across all grade levels, and it's a great tool to help with phonemic awareness, especially the lower grades, but even all through middle school, to help close any gaps of phonemics that might be there. As we look on offline learning, keep in mind that every child should keep a journal for every content. Here it shows students will choose 2 activities for the week from the following choice board. Keep in mind, we are completing a lot of packets and we risk the cross-contamination, and we definitely want to eliminate that. So as much as possible, if you can give a choice board, that would be phenomenal. Evidence of the learning: students must have a journal entry into their RLA journals. So please be sure to have that kids practicing on a daily basis for all content areas. We could also have, for math, for instance, practice multiplication and flashcards created at home with parent or older sibling. That's something that they should be practicing at all times, that the multiplications, especially third and up. As we look at the rest of the contents, science, it looks pretty much the same. Here we look at social studies, pretty much the same. Here in reading, it's pretty much the same, but I did add read daily for 15 to 20 minutes, whatever book of their choice. But keep in mind that the writing and journals should be happening. Additional activities, as we all know, we have iStation Math, we have Education Galaxy, the choice board activities that we could definitely incorporate. STEMscopes is now available for all content areas. In middle school, I'm sorry, for middle school, I apologize, science. So that's something that you should really be looking into. We also have Education Galaxy across, iStation, and iExcel. So please use those resources. So you will continue to upload your lesson plans onto Teams, same way you've been doing in your folder for those lesson plans. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and minimize this, and I'm going to take a look at our Nearpod. Okay, as we're looking at Nearpod, please note this lesson was actually shared to from another principal, Ms. Garcia from Waco School. It does say my name, but it's really because I saved it and she shared it with me. One of the things that I was mentioning with the Nearpod, the survey that is going home to parents, and that we weren't sharing it, and I kept asking, is it edible? Please note, everybody has to have their own Nearpod lesson on their own library. So I want to make sure that everybody knows how to share those lessons with each other. If you note these 3 little dots, we're going to click here, and you're going to click share. Once you click on there, be sure that this is checked. It says share an editable copy. Okay, you're going to go to link, and if you click this one, copy this one, that will only allow you to send a view-only lesson. So you want to make sure that you copy the editable lesson, copy that, because once you do that, okay, and then I'm going to go and I'm going to input it here on the top. If you note, let me show you what I'm doing. Once they get that invitation and you click on it, that link that we copied, now it's going to ask me if I want to add this lesson into my library. So of course you want to add it so that you can make it your own and personalize it as you need to, and share it later with your classroom. Okay, so I'm going to go back to Nearpod. Okay, I'm going to get out of there. Now I'm going to go ahead and preview this lesson. Okay, I think you're going to find Nearpod very easy to manipulate. It's very hands-on and engaging, and it's a step in the right direction. We want to make it as fun and easy for students, for parents that are at home, and certainly, you know, we're asking a lot of them, and the easier we can do it, the better. So as we start, okay, notice what I really like about this lesson is the teacher did a screenshot and shared the lesson plan template. And really all you need is the I will and we will, but this teacher did go above and beyond with sharing the lesson here from Helen Ball. So please note, you know, it goes through the steps. As we move on, there's the I will, we will make connections. Remember to take notes as we read about big text, and SpongeBob is in style right now, big time. All right, as we look here, there's a little poll. Have you ever been to Texas State Fair? So it's activating knowledge. And here it begins with the screenshots of the actual what is there, the readings. So please note on here, this particular teacher, if you notice here, she recorded herself reading to the kids. Check this out. Okay, so just to give you a preview, I know part of the expectations is that we are modifying our lessons and adding accommodations to meet the needs of all of our students. We have some dyslexia, 504, etc. This is a great way to, you know, read to your students. Note if I look at that and I'm thinking, and right now I have it in preview, but if I want to edit this and once it becomes part of my library, I can actually edit this and record it myself. And let me show you really quickly how you would do that. So let me go to this one, this slide. Okay, and let me bring this up a little bit more. So let's say I don't want her to read this, or I don't want that teacher, I want my kids to hear my voice reading it to them. And it's really exciting when kids get to hear their teacher's voices recording. All I'm going to do is delete it. I'm going to go to audio, and I'm going to record myself. Okay, I'm going to click the microphone to start. Howdy, Big Texas. Ask anyone who has been to the state. Oh, I made a mistake. So I can pause it, and then I can trash it, and then I can re-record. Okay, so that's just there for that. Howdy, Big Texas. And I'll leave it there for now. Howdy, Big Texas. Okay, and just so that, okay, and I'm going to save that just for now, just so you can have an example. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and save and exit. Show you a little bit more about this. Let me save and exit here and just show you a little more of the live lesson. I'm going to preview. I've shown you there's a lesson plan, there's her lesson frame. We get into, you know, the poll, activating knowledge. There's the reading. Remember, you can record it, and this particular teacher did record herself. She provided some visuals. Okay, there's more reading. Notice how she chunks the paragraphs. There's another visual to show. She also incorporating a news article, which is in connection to the passage. Okay. And then she reincorporated the article again. Here is the new and improved big text. She added more visuals to show the author's purpose. So she added notes on what is the author's purpose with some blanks. As we move on, she further goes into explaining author's purpose, more pictures, note the timeline, okay, and notice how the students have the capability to write on it, and as they're submitting, you will see what they have submitted. All right, here's a virtual field trip. So how cool is that? Okay, and then this one leads to a link, so you can also include links, and it has just different statistics and things. This is a third grade lesson, so I can certainly share it with third grade if you all want to use it, third grade. Every year there's a new design for Texas Boot Contest. Let's look at last year's winners. So, it just shares little things like that, and again, a web page. Okay, and then there's an open-ended question. So this would be the journal entry. Please remember to keep that in mind as you are looking at all your lessons. Don't forget to add journal entries for every single subject. All right, and that's all for the tutorial. I hope it helps some. And as always, we're all here to help you, Sky Coaches Administration and myself. We hope to make this as smooth as possible. The more practice we get, the better we're going to become. So thank you for your time.